Burning feet can be one of the most uncomfortable sensations, especially at night when you're finally trying to rest. The heat, the stinging, the restless feeling that makes it hard to fall asleep or stay asleep. Many people think it's something they just have to live with, especially after 60. But here's what most don't realize: that burning sensation is often a sign of irritated nerves and poor circulation in the feet. When the skin and nerves stay tense, signals become louder and more uncomfortable. Calming those signals doesn't always require pills or complicated treatments. Sometimes it starts with how you support the feet directly. In this video, I'll show you a simple foot rub that many people use to bring quick comfort when burning sensations flare up. It's gentle, easy to do at home, and designed to help relax the feet, improve local circulation, and calm irritated nerves. If burning feet have been stealing your sleep or making evenings uncomfortable, stay with me. This simple routine may help your feet feel cooler, calmer, and more comfortable, especially when you need relief the most. Burning sensations in the feet often begin quietly, especially after the age of 60. At first, it may feel like warmth after a long day or a mild stinging that comes and goes. Over time, that sensation can grow stronger, turning into burning, tingling, or an uncomfortable heat that makes it hard to relax or sleep. Many people assume this is just another part of aging, but burning feet usually develop for specific reasons that build up gradually inside the body. One of the most common contributors is nerve irritation. Nerves in the feet are long and delicate, and they depend heavily on good circulation and a calm internal environment. As circulation naturally slows with age, nerves may receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. When this happens, nerve signals can become exaggerated or distorted, creating sensations that feel like burning even when there is no external heat source. Inflammation also plays a role. After 60, the body often remains in a low-grade inflammatory state longer than it did earlier in life. This inflammation can irritate nerve tissue and the surrounding structures, making nerves more sensitive to pressure, temperature changes, or even simple touch. When nerves are already irritated, everyday stress on the feet can trigger uncomfortable sensations. Another factor is tension in the feet and lower legs. Years of walking, standing, and wearing unsupportive footwear can cause tight muscles and connective tissue. This tension can compress nerves and blood vessels, reducing circulation even further. When the feet finally rest at night, changes in blood flow and nerve activity can make burning sensations feel more intense, which is why symptoms often worsen in the evening. Skin dryness and reduced natural oils can also contribute. Aging skin becomes thinner and drier, which can increase sensitivity and discomfort. Dry, stressed skin may amplify nerve signals, making burning sensations feel stronger than they otherwise would. This is where direct foot care becomes important. Gentle touch, warmth, and relaxation send calming signals to the nervous system. When the feet feel supported rather than ignored, nerve activity often settles. A simple foot rub works on multiple levels at once. It encourages local circulation, helps relax tight muscles, and provides sensory input that tells the brain the area is safe. Unlike aggressive treatments, a gentle rub does not overstimulate nerves. Instead, it helps quiet them. Slow, steady pressure and smooth movements can reduce tension and improve blood flow in the skin and underlying tissues. This can make burning sensations feel less sharp and more manageable, sometimes within a short period of time. Consistency matters more than force. A foot rub done regularly teaches the nervous system to expect calm rather than irritation. Over time, this can reduce how strongly nerves react to daily stress. It also helps people become more aware of their feet, noticing early signs of tension or discomfort before sensations escalate. Burning feet are not a sign that nothing can be done. They are a signal that nerves and tissues are under stress. Supporting the feet directly in a gentle and consistent way can change how those signals are sent and received. When circulation improves slightly, tension decreases, and nerves feel calmer. Discomfort often begins to soften, allowing the feet to feel more comfortable and relaxed as the body settles into rest and the nervous system gradually learns that the feet are no longer under constant strain. Burning sensations in the feet are often closely tied to what is happening beneath the surface, particularly with circulation and inflammation. After 60, blood flow to the lower extremities naturally becomes less efficient. The heart still pumps effectively, But the small blood vessels that deliver oxygen and nutrients to the feet do not respond as quickly as they once did. When this delivery system slows down, nerves are among the first tissues to feel the effects, and discomfort often shows up as burning or heat like sensations. Inflammation adds another layer of stress. As the body ages, it tends to stay in a mild inflammatory state longer than before. This low grade inflammation may not cause visible swelling, but it can irritate nerve endings and the surrounding tissues. When nerves remain irritated, they send stronger and more frequent signals to the brain, which are often interpreted as burning, stinging, or persistent warmth in the feet. Blood sugar fluctuations can intensify this process, even in people who are not diabetic. With age, the body becomes less efficient at handling glucose, leading to repeated small spikes throughout the day. These fluctuations can damage tiny blood vessels and nerve fibers over time. The feet are especially vulnerable because they are farthest from the heart and rely on healthy circulation to function comfortably. When blood sugar levels rise and fall repeatedly, nerve sensitivity increases, making burning sensations more likely. Reduced circulation also means less efficient removal of waste products from nerve tissue. When metabolic byproducts accumulate, they further irritate nerves and surrounding tissues. This creates an environment where nerves are constantly under stress, even during rest. At night, when movement decreases and circulation patterns change, this stress can become more noticeable, explaining why burning feet often feel worse in the evening. Inflammation and circulation influence each other as well. Inflamed tissues can narrow blood vessels, reducing blood flow, while poor circulation can increase inflammation by limiting oxygen delivery. This cycle keeps nerves in a heightened state of reactivity. Breaking this cycle does not require extreme measures, but it does require consistent support that addresses both factors together. Gentle movement plays a key role in improving circulation. The muscles in the legs act like pumps that help push blood back toward the heart. Even light activity can improve blood flow to the feet and reduce nerve sensitivity. When movement is absent for long periods, circulation slows further, allowing irritation to build. Hydration also affects circulation. When the body is slightly dehydrated, blood becomes thicker and moves less efficiently through small vessels. This can reduce nutrient delivery to nerves and increase discomfort. Adequate fluid intake supports smoother blood flow and helps nerves function more comfortably. Daily habits that reduce inflammation quietly support nerve comfort as well. Balanced meals, stable eating patterns, and adequate rest help keep inflammatory signals lower. Stress management is equally important, as chronic stress increases inflammation and heightens nerve sensitivity. When circulation improves and inflammation settles, nerves begin to send calmer signals. Burning sensations may feel less intense or occur less frequently. These changes often happen gradually, but they are meaningful signs that the nerve environment is improving. Supporting circulation and reducing inflammation together creates conditions where nerves are no longer constantly provoked, allowing the feet to feel more comfortable as the body moves toward rest and the nervous system begins to settle. One of the most overlooked contributors to burning feet after 60 is how daily habits quietly keep nerves irritated. Many people focus only on what they feel, without realizing that small, repeated behaviors can amplify nerve sensitivity over time. These habits often seem harmless, but together, they create constant stress on the feet and the nervous system. Footwear is one of the biggest factors. Shoes that are tight, have narrow toe boxes, or lack cushioning can compress nerves and restrict circulation. Over years of use, this compression increases nerve sensitivity. Even at home, walking barefoot or wearing thin slippers on hard floors can transmit shock directly into the feet, irritating already sensitive nerves. Supportive footwear reduces daily mechanical stress and gives nerves a calmer environment. Prolonged sitting or standing in one position also contributes. When the body remains still for long periods, circulation slows and nerves receive fewer nutrients. Blood pools in the lower extremities, increasing pressure and discomfort. Changing positions regularly helps keep blood moving and reduces nerve irritation. Even small movements throughout the day can make a difference. Temperature mismanagement often goes unnoticed. Cold environments cause blood vessels to constrict, reducing circulation to the feet. Cold nerves are more reactive and more likely to produce burning or stinging sensations when circulation returns. Keeping feet comfortably warm, especially in the evening, helps maintain steady blood flow and nerve comfort. Evening habits can either calm or aggravate nerve activity. Heavy meals late at night increase inflammation and place extra stress on circulation. Alcohol may temporarily dull discomfort, but often disrupts sleep and increases nerve irritation later. Poor sleep itself raises pain sensitivity and lowers the body's ability to repair nerve tissue overnight. Posture matters as well. Sitting with legs crossed, feet tucked under a chair, or ankles compressed restricts blood flow and nerve pathways. Over time, this positioning increases nerve stress. Keeping feet flat on the floor and adjusting posture regularly reduces unnecessary pressure on nerves. Overuse of aggressive treatments can backfire. Very hot foot baths, harsh massage, or constant use of strong numbing creams can overstimulate nerves. Instead of calming nerve signals, these approaches can increase sensitivity. Gentle warmth and light, steady touch are more effective for reducing irritation. Stress is another powerful amplifier. When stress levels are high, the nervous system remains on alert. This heightened state makes nerves more reactive and increases the perception of discomfort. Simple relaxation routines, especially in the evening, help calm the entire nervous system, reducing how strongly nerves react. Inconsistency is one of the most common obstacles to improvement. Doing helpful practices sporadically while continuing irritating habits sends mixed signals to the nervous system. Nerves respond best to predictability. When daily routines consistently support circulation, warmth, movement, and relaxation, nerve signals begin to soften. Avoiding these common mistakes does not require drastic lifestyle changes. It requires awareness and small adjustments that reduce daily stress on the feet. When these stressors are removed, nerves are no longer constantly provoked, making it easier for calming routines to work and allowing burning sensations to gradually become less intense as the nervous system learns to settle and respond more comfortably. As daily irritants are reduced and supportive habits become more consistent, the nervous system begins to shift into a calmer state that allows real change to take place. This stage is important because it is often where people start noticing that burning sensations no longer dominate their attention the way they once did. The discomfort may still be present, but it feels less urgent, less alarming, and easier to tolerate. That change in perception is not imagined. It reflects a real shift in how nerves and the brain are communicating. One of the key reasons this happens is that gentle, repeated care teaches the nervous system what safety feels like again. For a long time, irritated nerves may have been sending constant warning signals. The brain responded by amplifying those signals to protect the body. When the feet receive steady warmth, light touch, and relaxed movement each day, the brain begins to reinterpret the signals. It no longer needs to stay on high alert, and nerve messages start to quiet down. Circulation continues to improve during this phase, especially when supportive routines are done at consistent times. Better blood flow brings oxygen and nutrients to nerve tissue and helps clear away waste products that irritate nerves. Even small improvements in circulation can have noticeable effects on comfort, particularly at night, when burning sensations are often strongest. Many people find that evenings become more tolerable and sleep comes more easily as nerves settle. Sleep itself plays a larger role than many realize. When nerve irritation decreases, sleep becomes deeper and more restorative. Deeper sleep reduces inflammation throughout the body and supports repair processes that calm nerve activity. Improved sleep then feeds back into better nerve comfort the following day, creating a positive cycle that reinforces progress. Another change that often occurs is increased awareness of the feet. Areas that were once numb or muted may feel more sensitive. This can feel strange at first and may even be mistaken for worsening symptoms. In reality, this increased awareness often signals that nerve communication is improving. Over time, this heightened sensitivity usually evens out as nerves adjust to clearer signaling. It is important during this stage to avoid pushing too hard. When people begin to feel improvement, they may be tempted to increase pressure, heat, or activity too quickly. Overstimulation can irritate nerves and slow progress. Nerves respond best to gentle, predictable input rather than sudden intensity. Staying within a comfortable range helps maintain the calm environment nerves need. Emotional state continues to matter as well. Reduced fear around symptoms allows the body to relax. When anxiety decreases, stress hormones drop and nerve sensitivity follows. Confidence in daily routines grows, making it easier to stay consistent without constant worry about discomfort. Progress at this stage is rarely dramatic, but it is meaningful. Burning sensations may shorten in duration, feel less intense, or occur less frequently. Balance and comfort may improve gradually. These changes indicate that the nervous system is adapting to a healthier environment. By maintaining gentle routines, supporting circulation, and respecting the nervous system's need for consistency, this calmer state becomes more stable. Nerves are no longer constantly provoked, allowing the feet to feel increasingly comfortable as daily life continues and the body settles into a more balanced, less reactive pattern. As progress continues, the focus naturally shifts toward maintaining comfort and preventing symptoms from returning. At this stage, many people realize that burning feet are not something that must be battled every day, but something that can be managed through steady, supportive habits. The nervous system responds well when it knows what to expect, and predictability becomes one of the most powerful tools for long-term relief. One of the most noticeable changes during this phase is improved confidence. When burning sensations are no longer constant or overwhelming, people move more naturally. This relaxed movement improves circulation further and reduces muscle tension in the feet and lower legs. Less tension means less pressure on nerves, which helps maintain calmer signaling. Confidence itself becomes part of the healing process. Another important factor is awareness. People begin to recognize how certain behaviors affect their feet. Long periods of inactivity, cold environments, poor sleep, or skipped routines may cause symptoms to return temporarily. These flare-ups are not setbacks. They are reminders of how responsive nerves are to daily conditions. Returning to supportive habits usually brings comfort back down. Consistency remains more important than intensity. Gentle routines done daily are far more effective than occasional aggressive treatments. Nerves adapt slowly, and they respond best to repetition. Maintaining warmth, light touch, relaxed movement, and calm evenings reinforces the message that the feet are no longer under threat. Long-term comfort also depends on maintaining overall health balance. Stable blood sugar levels, adequate hydration, and regular sleep all support nerve function indirectly. When these factors are neglected, nerve sensitivity increases. When they are supported, nerves remain calmer and more predictable. It is also helpful to adjust expectations. Complete disappearance of burning sensations may not happen for everyone, especially if nerves have been irritated for many years. However, meaningful improvement often shows up as better sleep, reduced intensity, shorter flare-ups, and improved tolerance for daily activity. These changes greatly improve quality of life even if some sensation remains. Staying attentive to early signals prevents setbacks. Mild warmth or tingling can often be calmed quickly when addressed early, rather than ignored until it escalates. This proactive approach keeps symptoms from regaining control. Professional guidance remains important when changes occur suddenly or feel unusual. While daily routines support nerve comfort, medical evaluation is essential for new or rapidly worsening symptoms. Combining self-care with appropriate medical oversight provides the safest foundation for long-term nerve health. Perhaps the most empowering realization during this phase is understanding that burning feet are not random. They reflect how the nervous system is being treated. When care is consistent and supportive, nerves respond accordingly. This understanding removes fear and replaces it with practical control. Over time, supportive routines become part of daily life rather than something extra to remember. Comfort becomes more stable, confidence grows, and the feet feel less like a source of constant concern. By continuing to respect the nervous system's need for calm, consistency, and gentle support, long-term comfort becomes increasingly achievable, allowing daily activities to feel easier and more enjoyable as the body continues to adapt and settle.